This is the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 13, verse 5. Examine yourselves, whether ye be in the faith. Prove your own selves. Know ye not your own selves, how that Yahushua Hamashiach is in you, except ye be reprobates. Kol holayim la, al-banawa, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rekak, Quadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the Akiyu out there on the highways and the byways. Salutations to the hopeful elect. Salutations to you speckled birds, you Israelite foreigners. And shalom to the Akwaf, sitting and listening in silence as the scriptures say to do so. 2 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 5. Examine yourselves, whether ye be in the faith. Prove your own selves. Know ye not your own selves, how that Yahushua Hamashiach is in you, except ye be reprobates. And you know, that's something very, very important that we must do in this truth, is always examine ourselves. You know, to improve, to grow, to increase in this ministry, in this thing of ours, man. You know, to get that old leaven, that abominable, filthy person that you once was, and that still has somewhat a hold on you, off of you, man. You know, to know what you're doing correctly, and to know what you're doing in error. You know, what is one of the main things of that? Taking accountability, man. Not always having that Babylonian worldly spirit, man. Not having the spirit of a fucking Edomite, man. Okay, because the Edomites don't take accountability. They don't acknowledge that the error of their ways, how they go about things, etc., man. And you know, that's not the spirit of Yahushua Hamashiach. That's not the spirit of righteousness, man. You're not walking uprightly if you're not examining yourself. Okay, you know, really taking heed and acknowledging what you did right today and where you came short at in that same day. And from that point on, you move to improve and do what's pleasing and willing in the eyes of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, because we want to be accepted of him, man. Okay? And that's why we have to examine ourselves daily. We can't be out here, you know, speaking as a prophet, Adawan Rak Dazah, saying one thing to the masses, to the hopeful elect, and I'm not applying that to myself. Okay, and as a beloved sister, you know, you telling the younger women and other sisters what they need to be doing, and you're not even doing it. Okay, you can't be hypocritical. All right, as they said, you got to practice what you preach. All right, and so you know, we have to examine ourselves. The examination should be done every single day. Examination should be thought about when you before you're going to sleep, and reminding yourself what you need to move forward on to improve when you came short at. Okay, let's grab this. And the reason why, you know, doing this right along, speaking on this matter, is because, you know, and I personally, just like other brothers probably have themselves, went through these things. When you first come into truth, you know, you still have that worldly man on you. You know, speaking on Jake, you know, when Jake gets corrected, whether it be on the live stream or the comment board, you know, Jake gets highly emotional and offended, man. When in actual reality, we have to remember that the correction, the reproval, the rebuke comes from Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Okay, the Lord's not going to come off his throne or call you on your goddamn cell phone and tell you, hey man, you fucking up. You need to do this, you need to do that. No, man, he's going to speak it through his prophets, man. Okay, that's why he has set up these men to, you know, profess his words, man. You know, so, and you can also too, you know, being a younger man in the truth, you can also, you know, always, when you get reproved or rebuked, and you tell a brother, well, what about you, what you did? Well, what about that, brother? Worry about what you're doing. Doesn't the scripture state and say, seek out thy own salvation with fear and trembling? And doesn't it also say in the book of Sirach, chapter 2, that I will do that as what is well pleasing to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, because I fear the Lord. Okay, So you shouldn't be pointing out what somebody else is doing when the Lord is correcting you. Okay? That man can't walk your path. You can't walk that man's path. You got to walk your own path, man. All right? So let's grab this. And you know, I'm going to speak on you women in a second too. Proverbs 13, verse 13. Whoso despiseth the word shall be destroyed. So if you don't want to take heed to what our Bible states and says, okay, what does it says in the book of Romans 15, verse 4? Things that are written were written aforetime for what? Our learning. Because you're being retaught when you come back into your heritage, to this truth, to this thing of ours, man. Okay, you're becoming that righteous person that Yahweh Hashem Yahushua ordained you to be, man. Because the person that you was before you came into the world was an abomination. You wasn't a man, you wasn't a woman, and you damn sure wasn't righteous. Okay? You were wicked. Because you were taking heed and cleaving onto the customs of this world. And you thought in your own mind what you was doing was uprightly and walking righteously, when it really wasn't. When you were walking in error, you were constantly and continuously transgressing against Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. All right. Again, Proverbs 13, verse 13. Whoso despiseth the word shall be destroyed, and you can't despise his word. Again, this is the guidelines, the instructions, the book that tells us how to conduct ourselves, that tells us how to go about things, that tells us how to love our nation, that tells us how to judge righteously, that tells us, you know, how to take accountability, and it has various and numerous examples and stories in history on how to be and what not to do, how to be humble, how to have humility, how to be sincere, how to walk correctly in this captivity and every other captivity that we have been in, man. And we have examples of men of old. King David, Yahushua. Okay, there was a king that I can't remember his name. It was in the book of Kings and Chronicles, where, you know, he was told he was going to die, but he humbled himself down, and the Lord gave him 15 more years of his life, man, because he humbled himself. He was sincere. All right. And David humbled himself, even though he transgressed, and he received mercy. And that's what we want. We want the sure mercies of David, man. But he that feareth the commandment shall be rewarded, and we have to fear, because a precept is a commandment. The whole Bible is full of commandments, man. Okay, so we have to fear these words and apply them correctly, and not, you know, have any pride, any amount of exalting ourselves and making this about us. It's not about us. Okay? When the prophets walked there, you know, they knew that, you know, everything was of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. It was about the Lord's pleasure, his will, man. Okay, and then, you know, speaking on you, I spoke on the men, speaking on you women. You know, you women that come in the truth, you know, you're easily tossed to and fro to every group, every doctrine. And, you know, a man that speaks a certain way, you know, that may speak mighty and bring out precepts and, you know, very eloquent in speech, you know, you're easily tossed to and fro, because you have a lot of camps here that appease and exalt women and cater to women. And you have a lot of you women that come into this truth, you know, again, speaking through experience, like I said, as a young man, and when I spoke to the men, you know, as, you know, speaking with women and, you know, attempting to deal with women, especially in the truth. And if you're brand new, you shouldn't be telling a man that you have to examine the man that you want to be with too, when you already made bad decisions and going about things incorrectly on choosing men in the world. So you think you're going to come in the truth with that same bullshit and you're going to be able to vet a man? No. The Lord directs and gives you the man that you need okay, to be directed in righteousness. And you women should not be yelling at men on the phone because you're emotional, especially a man that's a prophet, a man that's out here sacrificing his fucking life, okay, to feed the masses and to do this work, man. Okay, because the prophets are marked men. Okay, running your fucking mouth to men. This is not examining. The reason why I'm saying these things is because you're not examining yourself. You're not fearing the commandment. You're not taking heed to what the Lord has told you, man. So you shouldn't be running your fucking mouth on a man, yelling at the man on the phone. And then another thing, telling that man he's small compared to his teachers and everything else. And you know what? We are small. Every man is small, including myself. And again, I say this because I've had big back, wicked bitches say shit like this. Yes, you heard me. I've had big back, wicked bitches say shit like this to me because they're in their emotions. And they really, to be honest with you, you're not in the truth. To tell a man that's in the truth, and you know how the world is. You know how the world is because you claim you're in the truth. To tell a man that's in the truth, that's doing what the Lord told him to do, that he's too masculine, you're not in the truth. All right? You're not. And then for you to disrespect that man and, you know, try to do things your way and be disrespectful out here, you know, all friendly with the prophets, you know, voicing your opinion on the comment boards, you know, all this stuff, man. Being over righteous, that's not following the commandments, man. That's appeasing your own flesh, man. And these are things, and you know, matter of fact, man, I think, you know, that right there just sparked something in my mind that I might do a lesson on what we need not to do that you know, takes us away from the truth and, you know, is literally pushing you back into the world and you don't even notice it. But Proverbs 13 verse 13 again. Whoso despiseth the word shall be destroyed, but he that feareth the commandment shall be rewarded. And what does the Lord say? Okay, touch not my anointed and cause my prophets no harm. Touch not my anointed and cause my prophets no harm. And causing the prophets harm is just not a physical thing. I've went into this numerous of times. Go into the Blue Letter Bible and look it up. It's just not a physical thing. It's social and moral and verbal. Okay? Social, moral, and verbal. So again, with you running your mouth, men and women, but you women are more vindictive and more disrespectful than men. A man can be disrespectful, but you women, man, you just don't give a fuck what you say. You're going to be judged for all that, man. So for you men to be emotional and can't take heed to what the prophets are telling you when you're going off, and you don't want to repent and take accountability, you're going to be judged. And you women that run your goddamn mouth thinking you somebody, you know, which, you know, not to say that you know, you're just nobody, but I'm pretty sure y'all know what I'm saying. You know, I don't want to rock this out. But you women that want to run your mouth, be disrespectful, yell at the prophets, talk shit, you're going to be judged. And trust and believe you're not in the truth doing these things, man, because you're not examining yourself. You're not fearing the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, and you're not applying them. Okay, because I'm not going to sit right. You know how many times I've been checked by elders, captains, officers. Do you think I cussed them out and yelled at them and bucked up against them? No. These brothers, these elders, these officers have been in the truth longer than me. So who the fuck would I be to talk down to them and disrespect them? So a lot of you Israelites that have that mentality, men and women, you will be so like you're judged for that. Okay? Watch how you walk, man. Examine yourself, man. Apply our Bible to your life. Check yourself, man. And I say this first and foremost to myself. So I don't want to rock this out, man. I hope y'all got something out of this. And Lord willing, to the next one. So, hey, man. Love y'all to my true sincere Aki and Wa Akwa. Shalom.